championship. Well, North Carolina has won 2 national titles since Syracuse won its only championship in 2003. And the Tar Heels have won 3 since Villanova won it all in 1985. Now we get the picks for this weekend's Final Four. Okay, I'm at my home here in Idaho Falls. We have a new prognosticator to the Sportsline family. Her name is Inga. She's 7 months old, and she has some opinions on who's going to win the Final Four this weekend. And she wants to share those opinions, and she said, Daddy, and I was like, okay, you got it. So, Inga, in the first game of the night on Saturday, 4:09 Mountain Time, we have the number 2 seed in the South, Villanova, against the number 2 seed in the West. We have the Wildcats and the Sooners. Which one are you taking to win in the first game of the night? She is taking Oklahoma, folks. The Sooners are 29-7 on the year. I am going to need that back for just a second. So let's take Oklahoma in game number 1. Now, in game number 2, the only number 1 overall seed remaining, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 10 seed out of the Midwest, the Syracuse Orange, and she has taken Syracuse, the 10 seed out of the West, Jim Boeheim's ball club. Moving on to the final, according to Inga. We will take this back now, Inga. You have picked Oklahoma and Syracuse, the 2 seed out of the West, the Sooners, against the 10 seed out of the Midwest. The Orange are 23-13, the Sooners 29-7. They have Buddy Hield. These guys have Jim Boeheim. She is taking Oklahoma to beat Syracuse in the Final Four. Thank you for not picking Syracuse, because my college has a very hard time with Syracuse Orange fans. Otherwise, we're going to have to send you to live with Grandma and Grandpa because they're Boeheim apologists in New York. So, Inga taking Oklahoma in the Final Four and to win the championship on Monday night. So here's how all of our picks look for the Final Four. All of us are taking Oklahoma to beat Villanova in the first game. That's Inga, myself, Julia, and Hannah. And the only one to take Syracuse over North Carolina in game 2 is Inga. Now, to Monday's national championship game, the 3 adults are taking the Tar Heels. Well, the baby chose Oklahoma. I'm really trying to figure out what she knows that we just don't. And I also told her if she goes 0 for 3, she'll have to wait a few more years before doing it again.